Dobre, takže Ortodoxské jednu chce vás pri dielo z Alan Wake 2, part 5. To už nebolo nahrávanie kvôli tomu, že som mi rozbil telefon. Že reklamovaný. Ale už som si nevedel odmietnúť a proste teraz nahrávame ďalšie video na tomto. Dúfam, že to bude v poriadku. Že sa to vlastne bude dať pozerať. A my sme skončili... Ja viem, kde sme skončili. Tu sme tu. Tu sme to ako vylúšili tú hádanku. Ale neviem ako. Zabudol som. A potom sme bežali ďalej. Nesvetlo, zrovna svetlo. Aha. Ty sviňo. Môžeš brať dve svetlá. Chápem. A muž so sekerou. Ja sa chcem povedať, že presne tam je, že muž so sekerou, čo sa bliští jeho sekera krvou jeho obeti, jak to bolo v prvom diele. Dúfam, že to tak aj ostalo. Pekne. A vlastne dobre. My sme si to mohli uložiť až teraz. Ale čo my vieme? Akú inspiráciu máme nájsť? My chceme podboard.
The new story beat fit the story perfectly.
Collapsed tunnel. To máme. My potrebujeme nájsť zónu, ja už viem. Neskúsi do vody vojsť, akože ja som sa bál, ja sa bojím aj teraz. Zomri! Má baterky. Tak ja by som tam asi nešiel, lebo to je až príliš veľká tma, to sa akože ja skurve nebojím. Som mi úplne teplo teraz momentálne. To som ja. Vero, to som ja, Alan Wake. Tu nazadu sme neboli.
The echoing hall had a story to tell.
No.
I had found another compelling location to use.
Skúsime dať FBI agent. Alebo Murder Code. Skúsime dať... ja sa bojím.
The hall had changed into the murder cult's hideout. The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
Right, the first word, not the last, and the shadow. I open, this is your time, where to our friends meet. Not the right or the light, shadow, the right, lead, will meet. We'll meet, eh? The writer, not of the last, the shadow cast, to die, projected the night. This is your time. When you're gone. Počúvajte, seriózne, ja som si pozeral moje staré videá, pretože som chcel vedieť, že či som natáčal nepreskočil, a tu nás sa opakujú tie stránky. Takže v jednej z týchto scén, ako teraz som prehodil tú onu, tak bolo to v takom kolapsovom tuneli. Smrknem si na mikrofónu, lebo je to príjemné. Bolo to v kolapsovom tuneli, kde vlastne FBI agentovi hovorí jedna slečna, že Alan Wake je spisovateľ a ten, ktorý stojí za tými vraždami. A že začal si dávať prezývku Mr. Scratch, to podľa mňa nadvezuje z jednotky, ale tedy som dostal takú mienku, že kokos, čo Mr. Scratch nešiel za rodinou, keďže Alan Wake bolo onom známe, že 13 rokov chýbal, že FBI agent vedel, že chýbal. Popri tom Thomas Zane povedal, že Mr. Scratch pôjde, teda pán Škrabák pôjde akože ku jeho rodine, že keď to Alan vyrieši, ale čo ak Alan ostal ten Mr. Scratch za Alanom Wakeom, s tým jeho simple proste, nie proste hlboko uváženou rozvahou, vieš, v jeho mysli a podobnými vecami, ale proste taký jednoduchý človek. A čo ak on proste nepoddal sa temnote, ale píše proste pre temnotu a ešte možno, že viac ako ona chce. Kokos, to mi bolo fú. A tu Shrine. Skúsime tam niečo inšie dať.
My writing was affecting reality.
Áno. Shrine Station. To bola... Dávaj. Cult of the Mort. Zdохni ty buzerant. Ja ťa vidím. Ja som tiež losnutý, ja? Do piči. Alan. Dobre, ty tu ma asi nenapadnú. Mám poslednú onu. Oni ma chcú iba proste taký na hladičku vyspraviť. Takto sme prišli, nie? Takto sme prišli. Tak poďme dať dajme Murder Cult a poďme to pozrieť ešte raz do predku. Má to akože túto neonovú atmosféru. Tu je to zabarikádované. Čím by som neviem povedal, že to asi nie je bohovie čo. Nevadí. Všetko je dobré. Čím tým pádom sme si neotvorili toto, ale vieme si... Vrátili sme svetlo do vagóna. Čím sme si moc nepomohli. You lost her. To sa mi hrozne páči. Stay back from the tracks. Bratu, akože mne je jedno. Mám ísť cez vodu? A to je skrátka asi. A mal by som... Ja neviem. No.
Witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
Áno. Takže ideme samotný rituál. Prepíš to, Alane.
This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet it when you're gone.
To je nechutné. Kebyže to neviem vyspovedať ho. Akože hrozne to ľakavo a hrozne to ľakavo väčšie, čo mi to pripomenulo, ja vám to môžem aj kľudne povedať. Game set. To som ja, môj Alan. Call me the Alan. Call me the Alan. Call me like Alan. Zoberiem svetlo, ak sa dá. Stále to sa nedá. Prečo mi nejde medzerník? Ja som pokazal medzerník. Jebať. To som ja, more! Ideme tu dať zapáliť. Prosím ťa, prestaň. Mám ďalšie. Nemôžem, ty kokos. Mám 2, hej? Words of action. Increase damage dealt to enemies in close proximity by this effect makes Alan 25 harder for enemies to detect. Increase damage saved the darkness projectiles by 25. Nie, ja by som chcel. Ja potrebujem torture, increase hand flare area of effect by 1 second, increased effectiveness of trauma pets, increase effect by painkillers by 1 second. Word fix, increase maximum health by 10, increase max amount of health restored in safe havens by 30. Ale tu nás... Aha, max health with words of power Discord. Jebať. Voľnú chceme. Increase damage dealt by the last bullet. Double barrel, nemám double barrel. Max our nearby resources of points in terror's way. Expand Alan's inventory by 1 roll. Add someone charge Alan's flashlight. Čo? Adds 1 charge to Alan's flashlight. Jak nemôžem? Čo to stojí? Také body alebo niečo? Ja som si odomkol tieto words of gun and words of action. Aha, ja chápem. Dáme toto jedno. Words of gun. First gun. Ja nemám flare gunu ešte. Ale dám to do toho. You lost her. I know it. Z druhej strany. Už.
The only one. Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
Dobre, tak toto kričí Wake. Mňa by zaujímalo, kde som? Kde som? Čo je to radio? A mám sa ide schovať za skriňu. Teraz som tu. A pôjdeme naspäť? Tu som sa neodvážil ísť, tu je akože pekelná tma.
Alan Wake. Alan Wake.
Mám 4? Mám 3.
Alan Wake.
Už ma vidia. Bež! Dávaj svetlo. Dobre. Pekne by sme ujaky nabehli. Nie je tu nič. Ja som ho videl do hlavy. Piče. Ale no tak. Chcú, aby som išiel tam. Ale ja tam ísť nechcem. Alebo viete čo, ja si to nesejnu senka rovno. Teraz som kde? Echo. Aha. Ja som tu, takže mám prebehnúť týmto vlakom a ísť úplne dozadu. Bo tam je scéna echo. My sme si zrobili binze, kde vlastne boli. My sme boli tu. Nevieme sa to prejsť? What the fuck? Prečo nevieme sa to prejsť? Ale sa to vieme. Či je fest fajné? Svetlo nelieči, aha. Nevadí, tak si dáme jeden. Mapu by sme chceli. Ideme senka teda? Lebo ja už neviem kam mám ísť. Seriózne neviem kam mám ísť. Čo je vlastne môjim goalom? Reach the murder site, complete the ritual. It collapsed to now. No poďme skúsiť. Ale akože no, idem senka.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake.
Nie,
Their
to nie som ja.
unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
Viem to tu ako doplniť? Jebać.
Fuck!
Beżałam. No tak. Vieš, Alan! Vyspavuj sa to, nie, ty kokos! Svetlo, 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 svetlo.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Dobre. A teraz čo? Teraz sa má vrátiť naspäť? Isto, hej. Isto, áno.
The tunnel was open now. I could
Yes.
get through.
Bež, 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 bež. Alan, ja sa nejdem ani obzerať. Ani sa neobzri naspäť, nech ťa to nenapadne. Neviem, čo predo mňou. Nekráčaj predo mňou, možno neviem. A tá temnota sa chce iba zahrať, vieš. Kokot.
The dark
Kokot.
presence. I had seen it before.
Nehovor.
I remembered now. It was always out there. Hunting me.
Áno, naháňa ťa. Ba tu máš čo, takú onu? Ja nie, to je svetielko, ja som myslel, že to je taký červík. Červík. Vieš, taká ona, čo sa nalepila. Prečo by tam bolo vlastne odbahom? A nahráme? Kokos. Poďme do svetla. Veď tu je ony.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
Nestraž ma.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Mount Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Nie. Dúfam teraz, že celú čas budem musieť prebežať naspäť ako chuj. End of the chapter. Nesranduj. Dobre, takže my sa dostávame.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadow cast, the third eye now open. The project, the night, this is the moment to write. Kokot, čo ti jebe? This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Kokot, ešte to klapnutie, ja som sa seriózne chcel otočiť, že čo to za mňou jebe. Tu nás kurve na jaskyňa. A ideme sa pozrieť, čo tu máme, jaký kútik. Ďalšia ona.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it. hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that's soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Pekne, Alex Casey. Alex, ako by sme ho nazvali? Alino, po slovensky. Po slovácky, pekne. Ideme dole. Mogli sme v tuneli, išli sme dole a ešte ideme hlbšie, hej? Prečo máme ísť sem? Tu sme boli. Fuera! On mi to chcel dať iba ony, Words of Gun. Daj. Dobre, ideme exit. Čau, čau. Something is inakšie, jak to bývalo. Tuto šlici.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
I'm a writer. I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm out of place. I'm outside time and space. Outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension. An ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true. Make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Koniec randy. Daj mi také first aid kity. Kebyže to nevypne, tak by sa to ani nezískal. Vidíte. Tu by mal byť ďalšie svetlo, čím by sme mali 4 svetlá. Čím by sme vlastne mohli ísť rovno...
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Bežíme dopreč.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
No zvihni to.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Scratch.
Wait,
Je to back.
wait,
Je to back.
Hello?
Scratch, scratch, scratch. Je to scratch, scratch, scratchy, scratchy, scratch, 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 scratchy, scratch, 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 scratchy. Ideme si po Alice a pôjdeme ho zabiť, scratchíme na... Čo môže taký slabý... Však je otvorené.
Writer. writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Ja sa teším, jak sa mi proste more taký fight si dať teraz, seriózny. Barbaro Jagger alebo Mr. Scratchom. Ty chujec. Haunting.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
No a čo? Aha.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Alice.
Rick photos for exhibition poster.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
A môj byt?
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Prečo ten byt vyzerá inak ako v jednotke? Ja som úplne teraz...
Alice's video camera.
Dávaj súda!
No memory card inside.
Čo memory card is inside? Dávaj! Daj Subway. Ja chcem money. Video. Art dock on screens mode. Focal point. Focal? Fecal point. Of the dark place. Ja viem, že by sa... Už ma to nebaví brať tak seriózne toho Alana, akože hrozný popičí príbeh, to si užívam. Na to si akože ja dávam. Pak jedna, daj. Aha.
Alice's memory card.
Môžem popísať a čo? Tuškou. Use video camera with memory card. Aha, čo mám? Sademe si pekne do kresielka. Nemám vodu. Vodu som mal. Galis. Maxi ho špatňala.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan.
Kyo.
Good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos.
A čije?
And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other.
Až príliš.
Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes.
About what?
6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Bliká ti svetlo vzadu. Joka.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Sekunda. Pozrite sa na ten koberec, ty kokos. To úplne more, to svetlo, to odrážanie z toho projektora. Čo ti je, bebe? To sme v akej hre?
He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Není.
I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Napomená si.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Mr. Scratch? My si prešli dve kapitoly, akože takto easy. Vracame sa teraz ku ságe Andersonovej a Malinovi. Asi hej, muzika.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the dark place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the dark place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Saga, begin the game. Dáme si trošku za sagu a uvidíme, čo to bude.
Insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Profiling.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Áno. Áno. Že by sme si ešte pozrieť oný caseboard.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
No.
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
No, nevadí, ideme pozrieť ďalšie ony. Wake, the cult of the revolvers of Scratch, they all have clicker. After all, Nightingale only victim to become monster via writing pact of virtual who's involved. Nie? Cold go.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake, and the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
How the story changed the reality, the rules, the dark place. No ukáž. The story changed our reality bit by bit process. Wake was trapped in 13 dark place for 13 years. There is entity inside the dark place called Dark Presence. White and Dark Presence. Vego, akože toto ma baví. In the form, Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake story wants to turn into fucking... Nestiel som dočítať, už som to zobral. Nie? Wake, Scratch and Dark Presence are interchangeable. Nesmiem si ho prečítať ani. Fiction coming into contact with dark place has power to change reality. How to stop the story? Must get the clicker before the Scratch with it. The story can be changed and the Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. If we don't stop the Scratch, we'll use the story permanently to change reality. Some others. This place and that place. The page. Nie, toto neviem kam pacnúť od radosti. Oni tam chcú vojsť. Oni tam chcú vojsť.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Má tuto jednu.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Dobre.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Trailer.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now you can switch between Alan and Saga stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free play in whatever order you choose. Ati and janitors. Kde je Ati? To je Ati? Dobre, uložíme si, ale ja chcem najskôr vedieť. Dobre. Takže teraz máme ísť do Watery a môžeme si pozrieť potom aj ďalší príbeh od Alana. Jak vlastne Saga pomohla vyjsť Alanovi z podsvetia. A tu je barman. Vyzerá ako... Bože, toto vyzerá ako... More, tento... Nie Transformer, jak sa volal? More, kuriér. No ale... Dobre. Dúfam, že ste si užili toto videjko. Bolo veľa toho na mňa. Nezvládal som to už moc, ak mám pravdu povedať. Nie, že nezvládal som to moc, bál som sa ako hovno, alebo som to dlho nehral. Teším sa na ďalšie videjko. A... uvidíme sa znova pri ďalšom diele, takže majte sa pekne a dovidenia.